Welcome to Camp Kikiki. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Montgomery Bell State Park in Burns, Tennessee. This is Camp Kikiki, y'all. This is how I know it. If you don't know where or what Camp Kikiki is, you've never seen Ernest Goes to Camp. It's one of my favorite all-time movies. I'm a huge Ernest fan, and they are having Ernest Day here at Montgomery Bell State Park. That's why we're here. The reason they're having it here, this is where they filmed the movie. There are lots of little places here that you can see in the movie. We're going to check out some of those. They've got a lot of stuff going on today. Little events within the festival. There's like a meet and greet with some of the supporting actors and actresses that were in a lot of the Ernest movies. There's memorabilia here. There's going to be food trucks. I hear they are going to have eggs erroneous in the cafeteria, the actual mess hall that was in the movie, so we're going to have to check that out. There are little events like turtle catapulting. Yeah. No, they're not gonna use real turtles, so don't come for me in the comments. They're gonna be little fake turtles, but if you remember that scene, you know, between the campers and the construction workers, they catapulted the little turtles onto the construction workers, and they were hanging on their nose and their ear and landing on their backs. Yeah, so we're gonna have to check that out and see what that's about. I think they have a nature walk, like a bird show out here. And of course they've got a few vendors, and at the end of the night it's all going to culminate. They invite people to watch Ernest Goes to Camp on a big screen out here. They invite you to pull up a chair, a little lawn chair, camping chair, and check out the movie where it was actually filmed. Thank goodness I brought my little camping chair in my van. I'm ready to go. So we're just going to walk around. If you're an Ernest fan, let me know in the comments. Or if you're just curious, you're like, what the heck? Come with me and just check it out today. We're going to have some fun, see what we can see. So stick around. Let's go. So is this the actual cart used in the movie? I'm not sure. But it's cool nonetheless. There's the ladder. It says, please do not climb. Probably because the sign will fall over on you. I've seen it happen. Is that a king snake?
This is a king snake.
Guessed
Her
right.
name's Elvira.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. And these are the snakes that kind of eat the other snakes? Is
Yeah,
that true?
they can. They take care of mice, other snakes.
That's
Very cool. Yeah.
They're not venomous at all.
Yeah.
Of course.
She's pretty gentle. So pretty.
You touch her belly. Her belly's really smooth.
Wait, which is the belly? This?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it is.
You want to touch her?
So they do have little stickers that you can pick up today. Look at that, Camp Kikiki. That is so cool. I don't know what I'm going to put that on, but it's going to go on something. And then they have little tattoos. This is kind of what's going on today. The activity schedule. Ernest lookalike contest, it says. Q&A. Those are kind of the, see, turtle catapulting. And that is kind of a little map. I love the Camp Kikiki sign on there. That's cool. But here it is. A little tent set up. Let's see if we can go snag us a t-shirt first. Say Ernest vest and shirt. This is right behind where everyone is signing their autographs. This scene here
I know he's not. So.
filmed right here.
Is that the bad guy? He's the bad construction guy.
You can also see Ernest was changing the window or cleaning the window and it fell. Yeah. All kinds of memorabilia, posters. Just gonna be for the auction. This is an in memoriam table here. This is all of the actors and actresses that have passed, including, of course, Jim Varney. They're just doing a little tribute. Got a bunch of pictures of some of the people. It's the eggs erroneous. There's a list there. It's a piece from Jake and Eddie's Liver Loaf Lunch Arranger. You can see the picture there. Remember the movie Slam Dunk Ernest? Did y'all watch that one? Here's the shoes. The actual shoes. 1200 PSI it says. So this building that we're in is actually the counselor's cabin. It's shown in the movie several times. It's got memorabilia everywhere in here. Pictures. Different rooms you can see. This is all of the Ernest Goes to Jail memorabilia in here. Or pictures. Let's go in the other. What have we got in here? Oh, look. A turtle with a parachute. We're heading into the actual mess hall from the movie. But check it out. This is the restaurant inside. I think it's going to be serving the eggs erroneous, but look at their advertisement. I thought it was so funny. It's Marianne and Wanda's. Somebody said they were the worst food ever.
I'm back.
Maybe that's why they have eggs erroneous. I don't know. Oh, check out the merch. Definitely gonna get a shirt. Look at the fan. Okay, y'all. Wouldn't that be funny to use at different places? You're sitting in church. So cool.
There you go. Good to go. Have a good day.
Look how cool. Very cool. So when they walked in. Got the movie poster up here. The actual mess hall. Remember the scene where what was it, the Last Chance Boys came in, they had a fight. Ernest took a tray to the face. So cool. Alright, y'all, this is the kitchen that they were in the movie.
It was so great.
And
That's why I use a wax liquor cream.
this is the eggs erroneous we're about to try. Eggs erroneous. I think this stuff on the actual movie looked way grosser than this. This actually has, I want to say it's biscuits. It's got some eggs, obviously, in it. It may have some yellow modeling clay. I heard that could be the secret ingredient. But there's also bacon, so that may help. And of course, a big slop of gravy. Let's try it. Oh. Is that a rabbit over there? Y'all, I'm just kidding. It's good. I mean, it's got bacon and gravy on it. How can it not be good? I don't know what Ernest was talking about. It's totally good. It's legit. So outside the mess hall here, is this where Ernest came out? Remember where he spit the eggs erroneous like over a truck? I wonder if that was right here. I'll come out that door because, well, this is at the end of the mess hall here. No, yeah, that's the kitchen. That's the kitchen. Those doors come out right there. And down here, let's go this way, see if we can see. I think there's a couple of the cabins that were in the movie. Oh, cool. We made it to Nurse St. Cloud's little cabin here. Check out the inside. Some of the little bunks in here.
Inspector smaller than me. I did it. I just done it, baby. I am just a
Looks just like it.
This is a really nice campground or area of the state park. Of course, this is group camp 1. I don't think I mentioned that, but that is where the movie was filmed, in this area of the state park. It's really nice and shaded. That's cool. So you can just come out here and get in a little canoe and canoe down the river here. They also have an archery on the other side. That's fun. I didn't expect them to have like regular like stuff like this, but that's pretty cool.
I'm just gonna check the water for snakes.
Y'all, this is the type of water I would not swim in. See all those weeds down there? No thanks.
Go.
That looks fun. I would canoe though, but this is not swimming water for me. Boating water, not swimming water. Ernest's fan is coming in clutch. It's hot out here. Y'all can see my cheeks are getting red. Y'all know it's hot. when my cheeks get red. But I'm sitting in this awesome, lovely area. It's on the porch of one of the cabins here right down by the lake. I'm just gonna chill out here for a little bit, cool off. It's really nice that they have water stations. So I brought my water bottle with me. Remember this? Bought that in Colorado. Bought my insulated water bottle with me so I can just fill it up when I come to one of those stations. It's really nice. But yeah, hot day. Hot day. But what a cool event so far. If you, like I said, if you love the Ernest movies or if you're just curious, if you've made it this far, congratulations. I do want to mention one more thing, that if you have noticed, maybe you've noticed the quality of the picture of this video has changed just slightly. It's because I'm using a new camera. So I bought a new camera. So I'm hoping the picture quality, the video quality is coming out better. I'm hoping the sound quality is better than what it usually is. But we're going to continue to tweak some things. And I am just now learning how to use this camera. It's got like a gimbal on it, so it moves different and it moves funny. So if the shots are a little bit wonky, that's me just trying to learn what in the heck to do. So just bear with me, but I hope it just gets better from here. But this is a beautiful place to test out this new camera, so I'm excited. But we got a few more things to do that I can show you this afternoon, and then I'm going to stay tonight to watch the movie. So I'll chill out here and then we'll get back out at it. Just sitting here fanning myself with my Ernest fan. Here we go. Turtle catapulting. You have to catapult it into the little pools there. That's the goal. Let's see.
I can do it again. Wait,
Here's the little turtles.
I had 2 more.
See, they're not real, right? They are kind of cute though. So, put him here. Put him in the, hold it back. Okay, let's go. Didn't quite make it. Let's try this one. Almost. Sit with him.
I can use these. Like the lighter one got a better one. Wait, let me get my arm.
I just thought it was hilarious. They actually had a turtle catapult sign here at Camp Kikiki. So apparently this is where they're gonna have the movie. Later on, they're gonna have a big screen out here and just set up our chairs. It's gonna be fun. This is the Second Chance Boys Cabin. Remember this scene right here? Where they were playing cards on the porch. Ernest lost a lot of money that day. Yeah, it was right here on this porch. You know what? It is so funny when you watch movies and they look, the space that they're in looks like larger than life. And then you see it in actuality and it's so small. It's so tiny compared to what you think that it looks like in the movie. I'm sure they probably use this space out here too. All the cabins. So neat. I didn't show y'all the long lines for t-shirt, long lines for autographs on some of the actors and actresses that showed up today from the Ernest movies, which I'm hoping to catch their Q&A later on, so we'll get to see some of the ones that came. Long lines full of people. It was a long line to even get into the event to begin with, so I'm glad to see it. This is one of my favorite all-time movies. All the Ernest movies are some of my favorite all-time, so I'm glad so many people share that adoration. It's pretty cool to see. And everybody's so nice, you know, talking to each other, because we all know that we're here because we enjoy the same thing. So it's kind of a cool vibe. If you wanted to have something besides eggs erroneous, they've got some other food truck options. Turkey tenders, what is that? Ronnie's barbecue. Oh look, here's a cart. And y'all notice something? It's got a plunger in it in the back. I'm surprised it's not running around here on its own. But look, this is the bathroom that Ernest was cleaning with that, or trying to unclog with that plunger. There he is, right here in front of this bathroom. Look, it says 2 riders only. So cool. Oh, this guy, he actually built it. He built one like the one on screen. That's what he's telling these gentlemen. That is so cool. That line I was telling you about. See, they're still waiting to get things autographed. Wow. And the sun was beating down earlier. It's at least cloudy now. So I decided to change shirts because I wasn't in an appropriate outfit for this special day. Know what I mean? So we have a birds of prey demonstration down here. Gonna see some raptors, maybe.
Red tail. It's pretty easy to identify because its tail is red unless it's a juvenile. Juveniles have a striped gray tail until their second summer, and between their second and third year, they grow in their red tail. So the really interesting things about hawks, of course, are their speed, but also they have some pretty neat things to help them hunt during the day. 2 things I want to talk about today is how do we keep the sun out of our eyes? Sunglasses and hat brims, and if we don't have a hat, we put our hand over our eyes. Well, can't go to the store, no credit card, Amazon stopped delivering, and no hand to shield its eyes. But it has these bones that grow out over its eye that always make it look like it's glowering, like it's looking down. Those are its orbital ridges, and that shades its eyes. Also, its irises are countershaded, which means they're lighter on top and darker on bottom. Who else puts dark stuff under their eyes? Football players. And that's to absorb the light to help them keep the glare off.
Gosh, look at all.
Very cool. And now I present to you the fall fashion line from JCPenney's. All right, I'm going to start on this end for a while. Watch me in case I... oh no.
Oh.
We've got a guest person rating the party here. You, sir, I don't want to critique your Ernest look, but what do you feel like qualifies you to be an Ernest lookalike?
Well, what you mean, Dr. Otto?
Yes, Dr. Otto.
It's actually Dr. Otto. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be upset if I don't win. I have my gloom beam in the van, and it's semi-evil.
Ooh, this gloom beam.
It's very destructive.
Okay, hide your wallets, hide your credit cards. He's going to disrupt our economy. Let me ask you something. I've always wanted to ask Dr. Otto this. Is Ernest just one of your alter egos, or is Ernest a character into himself? Can you answer that for us?
That's the most complicated question ever.
Gotcha. Cool. Can you tell me your real name?
William, I'm also coming from Orlando.
Excellent. William from Orlando. Let's give it a hand for William from Orlando.
I also have Dr. Otto.
You, sir. What's your name?
I drove here from Raleigh.
From Raleigh, North Carolina. Excellent. Thanks for coming, Ryan. Is this your first Ernest Day?
Second.
Second. Awesome. Second timer. Okay, Ryan. Let me ask you, are you a single man? Are you married?
I was married.
Okay, was married.
I have a girlfriend now.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I asked that because I want to ask you, how would you describe your perfect date?
Well, I think. There's your problem right there, Vern. It's got a little. I think I got it.
Very good. Awesome. Thanks so much. All right. What's this young man's name?
This is Jasper,
Jasper. And where did you guys come from?
Southern Illinois.
How old is Jasper?
He's 3 years old.
3 years old. I think this might be the youngest Ernest lookalike we've ever had. Give it a hand for Jasper. Yeah. Can you tell us what your favorite Ernest movie is, Jasper? I'm going to start from this end, and just tell me whenever I'm in front of somebody that you guys really, really like. All right. There we go. Sirs, hey, we got, step forward. Remind me your name again.
Ryan.
Ryan, come on up here. We're going to dress you up and crown you properly as Mr. Ernest lookalike.
It's toilet paper. Wow.
There he is, Mr. Ernest lookalike. Use your title responsibly, and yes, do good, always. Introduce some of these guys. First of all, we've got Alec Clapper. Is that correct? You were in Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid, yeah.
You were Joey,
Joey.
correct? Okay. And then we've got Mr. Daniel. Yeah, give it up for Alec.
Thank you, Dan. Troll victim. Troll victim. But he survived, and look, he grew
survived,
up.
yeah.
He's not wooden anymore. He's a real boy.
Mr. Daniel Butler, writer, actor, driver. You do drive.
I do drive, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Driver now.
food eater. I don't know, many talents. But yeah, you were there pretty much from the beginning of the Ernest universe, and yeah.
1985.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Welcome, Daniel Butler, back to Ernest Day. And then we have Mr. Stennis. Counselor Stennis. Welcome back to Ernest Day. Eddie Schumacher.
Howdy!
We got Todd Lloyd, a loyal supporter of Ernest Day. Comes back every year. Chip Osgood, one of the Second Chance boys, the Albert Einstein of the group. Thank you so much for being here, Todd.
And he's now, actually, he was a second chance kid. He's now a fourth chance man. Yeah, he's grown up. What does that even mean?
So yeah, all of you guys have been to Ernest Day before, but I mean, what does it mean? What does it mean to you coming back each year and you're seeing it grow and grow each year, and just seeing new people come for the first time? How does that make you feel about Ernest and the whole Ernest fandom that still exists?
It's weird. But the genuine impact that Jim Varney and his work have had, beyond just the laugh and everything else, just the cultural impact and the interpersonal relationships, and it's wild. It's unbelievable.
Silk, thank you for joining us. Thanks for being here. This is your, yeah, give it up for Silk. Ernest, slam dunk Ernest. Hey, this is your first Ernest Day. What have you thought? Are you blown away by just the fandom that's still here?
It's always exciting to see, your friends and family and everything, but it's just doubly exciting to see people you wanted to meet, you haven't met before, and fans become friends and all that. So this is one of the best I've ever seen, and it's beautiful. Look at today. But I got to tell you, I thought I didn't want to get in the way because it was like more about the camp. And then I was told, no, it's about Ernest. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I look like an idiot standing over there. And they're like, get over here. All right, okay. So thank you, guys.
Alec, this is the first time we've gotten to have you up here for the Q&A session. So what was your exposure to Ernest prior to being cast in Scared Stupid?
Well, I'm from Nashville, so being in the Nashville community, it was always apparent that Ernest was around. I never saw him before, but my father had worked in some stuff around Jim Varney before. He was also an actor. That's kind of how I got into acting. And the movie was going to get made, and I had seen Ernest Goes to Jail. I had seen Ernest Goes to Camp. I mean, these are the guys that basically set up the whole situation, and I was enthralled with the idea that it could happen, but never imagined it would actually happen. Went to a cattle call, didn't get a call back, didn't think anything about it, and then got the call back, and I was like, okay. And then it progressed on, and it would here I am. So it was kind of like I felt like $1 million. It was the coolest thing, to a 12-year-old boy to get to go be in a movie that you knew who that was. That was really, really cool. I was very excited. Yeah, Scared Stupid. I was very scared. I don't know if you remember the scene from Ernest Goes to Jail where he played the prison version of himself, and he's like rolling the quarter across his fingers.
Yeah. Felix Nash. Yeah.
Yes, right. I remember that moment, and this was my first time on set, and I saw him sitting over in his chair, and he was rolling the quarter, and I was just like enthralled that he was doing that. He's like, you want to see how I do it? And he like pulled me over and like showed me how he did it, and like taught me how to do that. And I still think about that every day. So yeah, really cool.
Eddie, was it different for you? You were a little bit older than some of these kids. Well, I would think that Ernest would interact differently with Stennis than, yeah.
We saw some interesting sides of him, directional Mike. We saw some interesting sides of him as adults that didn't crack out the... We saw different sides of him than obviously his interaction with the kids, and it depended a lot on the day, because of his personality and his mind, he was a different guy every day. He was a different guy minute to minute. But Todd had pulled out his memorabilia box his parents saved for him, and it just reminded me, we get every day that you're going to film a scene or a section of scenes, you get what's called a call sheet. They come to your hotel and say, okay, these people need to be here at this time. Make sure you catch the bus, get on the this. Jim would show up, and they'd say, okay, we're doing Act 2, Scene 3, page 14, and he'd go, yeah, all right, got it. And that was it. It was in his head. He had read the script, I think, once, and it was there, memorized. He was ready to go every time.
Wow.
And so we got to see that side of him. I won't tell tales out of school about seeing his girlfriends coming in and out and why the importance of this loop around the camp played into that. But he had two different girls on the string. One was very intellectual, very smart, read a lot of books. The other one was blonde and pretty. And the crew would give a heads up when one was here and the other was coming. And there
Okay,
was
so Dan,
so he had different sides to his personality.
We said we weren't going to talk about Barbie.
yeah, all the random characters.
Yeah, hey Vern, it's Ernest. I mean, any uniformed character, mailman, animal control officer, milkman, all of those, the writers, what we would do was try to write ourselves in to everything we wrote because we were on salary, and we wanted to double dip. And we wanted to be at the shoot, we didn't get to go to be on the set unless we wrote ourselves in.
Yeah.
So I would always do tall, thin, brown-haired mailman knocks on the door. Hey, what do you think? I could do that.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Postman Dan.
There was something special about Jim that separated him from all the other big stars like him. He literally, like you were saying, made you feel like he was talking just to you. You know what I mean? He looked you in the eye and talked to you. If a scene wasn't working, he never, in my times I've worked with him, he never got upset. If he did, you didn't see it. You know what I mean? And John, God bless him, he was such a great director to work with. He made it feel like you wasn't working, made it feel like you were with your family at the house having a barbecue, and then somebody says, "Oh, all right, let's try this."
Questions from the audience. Anybody got one?
Talk about working with Gaylord Sartain.
Working with Gaylord Sartain. Oh. Here we go.
Okay. You have to understand, the filming, when we were filming camp, Gaylord was going through a divorce. Very difficult time for Gaylord. So he was imbibing quite often. And the biggest problem we had on Ghost to Camp with Gaylord was his use of the golf cart. It was like, where's Gaylord? We've got a shot. We go, oh, I saw him in the golf cart, and he was headed up down in those woods. And we had the entire staff of Montgomery Bell State Park spent days. I mean, he was forbidden. They would hide the key. They would do all these things. It was a challenge now, So he was like, da-da, da-da. He was sneaking up behind cabins, running out, jumping in the golf cart, and he was gone. And so that was the most memorable thing about Gaylord.
I will say, so being a kid growing up around Gaylord, because, you guys, people from White Bluff, Burns, Dixon, you guys know him from Hee Haw, right? I mean, we grew up and he's like a celebrity to us. And so, he was a celebrity. So anytime Daniel and Gaylord got on set and were doing a scene, it was a sellout. Like everybody in the cast, everybody in the crew, I remember going back in that kitchen and there's like 60 of us like trying to jam in there, and Buster's like, "Get out of here, kids, you kids shouldn't be in here." But we wanted to see those guys because their scenes were marvelous. And, with all due respect to Jim, those guys stole the show in a lot of that movie, and Gaylord and Daniel were just awesome, and we just loved them. Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Jim Varney was known for his ability to tell a story, but when it came to telling stories, it was duels between those two guys, and Gaylord could knock it out the park. I spent 2 years working on, some of you may remember, the lovely theme park Opryland. I performed there in '82 and '85, and at that time, the Grand Ole Opry House, of course, was right adjacent to the Acuff Theater where I worked, and we had to go through there for costumes quite a bit. And anytime Gaylord's in the building, he was sitting somewhere in the hall, holding court with a group, and he had them wrapped up around his finger telling some hilarious story or another all the time.
So one weekend, Jim goes, "Hey, Butler, you want to go shoot wild boar in Arkansas?" And I was like, "Well, Jim, I don't know. We're only using muzzle loaders." Hang on, Jim. You mean you got like a musket and you're going out to shoot wild boar? Yep, it's us or them. My wife needs me to stop at the grocery. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for coming out today.
Hey, thank you all for being here. You guys make this, not us. It's you all to make this.
Bunch of folks here.
Yep. Ernest P. Worrell, camp counselor. An extraordinary thing to witness.
Okay, guys, come on. Okay. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Remember me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be.
Rope's a little loose.
What happened? Gaga Saga. Well, at least nobody was hurt.
Ooh, okay, y'all. It has been a day. So, this is the conclusion of Ernest Day 2024. If you are interested in coming to next year's event, make sure you check them out on Facebook. Search for Ernest Day and they will put the information there sometime soon so you can start planning if you want to do that. What a day full of events, of fun. It was a little hot, but we made it through. You can see I'm kind of flushed. Loved the celebrity panel at the end. Loved the Q&A. Loved hearing the stories. That was so cool. Apparently not all of the actors and actresses that came today to sign things actually stayed for the Q&A. So there were more people there than actually came to the Q&A. So I guess maybe they had a choice of whether they just wanted to sign autographs or wanted to get out in front of everybody and talk. So not everybody you saw there was who was actually there. But how cool to see the Einstein of the Second Chance Boys, or Eddie, the Eggs Erroneous, and the kid from Scared Stupid. How cool to see those people, having grown up with those movies and actually seeing them in person and hearing them talk and their stories was so cool. Loved everything about today. I didn't realize that this has been going on for a few years. It's the first time I've heard of it this year. So glad I got to come and attend this year, and hope you enjoyed coming with me. If you saw anything you liked, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps out if you do. And let me know, again, in the comments, if you're an Ernest fan, what's your favorite movie? I have, of course, the 4 big ones. Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Scared Stupid, and Ernest Goes to Jail. Those are my 4 faves, and I have watched them for many years, and I continue to watch them. They're in my library right now as I speak, and they get watched all the time. So I am an Ernest fan for sure. And I can tell you, the Ernest movies, none of them are awesome feature films for sure, but they were always lighthearted. I would watch them with my family. They kind of introduced me to them. And it was just a good time, just something to laugh at, really carefree, kind of relaxed type of movie where you don't really have to think of about anything. It's just fun. Just a fun movie. Like slapstick comedy, just a fun no-brainer. And there's usually a really good message in the Ernest movies, you know. It's typically good versus bad. Everything works out in the end. And the hero is the most unlikely person, Ernest P. Worrell, who is the goofiest guy, but ends up saving the day in the end. It would be so nice to have more Ernest, wouldn't it? Know what I mean? See what I did there? I hope you'll come back, see where we wander to next. I'm gonna spend the night somewhere around town here. I'm in my van, so I'm gonna go settle in, and who knows, we may do another video tomorrow while I'm out and about here in Tennessee. We'll see, so come back. And other than that, I'm gonna wish you a good night. Bye. Good night. Ah.